Hello everyone, back tuning in to today's first video, to weekend forecast for today's first video. So as always on a Saturday, we have a detailed look at the weather for the week ahead. And it's going to be a week of change. We're starting off with high pressure dominated weather, bringing a lot of dry and quiet conditions for the rest of the weekend. But next week, low pressure returns, and we're heading back into another spell of wet and windy weather for the week ahead generally. So more about that in a second. Just say that coming up later on today, we're going to have a 10 to 14 day video update. It will include all of the regular features. And then, of course, tonight from 6 o'clock, I've got a birthday live stream coming up because it is my birthday today. Thank you so much to everybody for all of your lovely and kind birthday wishes. Thank you so much to all of you for all of the lovely tweets and messages and emails and things that you've been sending to me. So thank you so much to all of you for doing that. And yeah, we're going to have a birthday live stream from 6 o'clock, so have a bit of fun. And we'll shave a 12Z as well, I suppose, and just generally have a bit of a laugh for an hour between 6 and 7 o'clock. You know, commiserate with me for getting another year older, and that's going to be from 6 o'clock. This scene. Don't worry, I will have it all wrapped up before the beginning of Strictly, which I think is around 8 o'clock or something. So I won't leave it running into your Saturday night programming. That's coming up from 6 o'clock. Right, so starting us off this weekend forecast. So we've got websites, of course, from Weather Outlook and also from Weather Central. You can find links to both websites on the next page. Let's crack on then on my birthday. So we're going to start off with radar picture from Weather Outlook. A few showers in the east, but generally a lot of dry weather out there at the moment. So we don't have to worry too much about the radar at this point. Reason being is that high pressure is dominated. Well, we've got a large blocking area of high pressure to our northwest. It's feeding in a rather chilly east to northeasterly wind, but it is also relatively dry. So for the rest of today, we're going to have quite a lot of cloud across the country, one or two showers running down the east coast, but overall quite a lot of cloud around this afternoon, and a fair amount of dry weather too. The best sunny bright sunny spells will always be sort of to west-southwest, I think, but even here a fair amount of cloud can be expected. And as I say, any showers mainly in the east, draped around most coasts, and generally quite light. It's going to be quite a chilly day today. Temperatures again ranging from around 8 to 12 at best, so that's just 40, 60, 54 Fahrenheit. So yeah, quite a chilly old day out there, especially under those cloudy skies. Overnight tonight, very little change. So what showers there are likely to continue like across the northeast parts of Scotland, one or two down the east coast. The rest of the country, though, staying dry with a fair amount of cloud. One or two breaks occurring. They're always most likely to be in the west. And where skies clear, it will get quite cold tonight. So southwest Scotland, something like that, could see temperatures falling down low for ground frost. Maybe northwest England, northwest Wales, somewhere like that, could see ground frost level temperatures tonight. Otherwise, where we've got the cloud again, temperatures hold up, probably close to around 7, 8, 9 degrees, something like that. So a relatively mild night, we've got the cloud, but where skies clear, it will be quite a cold night. Into tomorrow, the high pressure clings on for one more day, bringing mostly fine conditions once again. There will be more cloud and showery outbreaks of rain for northern and northeastern Scotland tomorrow, I think. Then later on, another band of rain pushing into the northwest and northern line. That'll probably be after dark, though. Showers again running down the east coast. Most of those will be light. Otherwise, it's very similar to today, really. A lot of clouds, some brighter sunny spells coming through. And the best of those, always most likely in the south and southwest. Another pretty chilly day with temperatures again ranging from around 8 to 12 or 13 degrees. And then that's the end of the high pressure, because we go through into Monday, low pressure is developing out from the Atlantic. So we're going to find cloud and outbreaks of rain spreading eastwards across many western parts of the country during the course of Monday. Some of the rain will be quite heavy across western Scotland, Northern Ireland, Northwest England, West Wales, Southwest England. There will be heavy and persistent rain going through there. Central and eastern areas will stay mainly dry through the course of Monday, and probably more in way of sunny spells actually in the south and in the east. But in the west, it is going to be turning increasingly wet through the day. Winter turning southerly, that's drawing up some milder air from the south, so temperatures will begin to lift up on Monday, probably with a range from around 10 to 14 degrees. 14 is 57 Fahrenheit, about average really for the 19th of October. Of course, as the wind freshens, particularly so in the west where we've got the outbreaks of rain, will actually feel quite cool. That's Tuesday, so low pressure is across the northern half of the country on Tuesday, taking persistent heavy rain. With it, another low pressure moving up from Portugal into Bay of Biscay, up with us on Tuesday night. So Tuesday starts off wet and windy across many parts of northern England, Northern Ireland, Scotland, heavy and persistent outbreaks of rain there. Further south, we start off probably with light rain, a lot of cloud, light patchy rain down in the south and southeast. Will be a very night on Monday night, by the way, to Tuesday. So a very mild night coming up there, so a very mild start to Tuesday with patchy rain in the south, heavy rain in the north. Most of that wet weather will clear away through the day. Persistent rain clear away from the north through the day, but we will still be left with sunshine and blustery showers, particularly so for north and west areas. And then later on, this area of low pressure, depending on how quickly it pushes north, this low pressure could start bringing some heavier rain in towards southern and southwestern England by the end of Tuesday afternoon. Temperatures could be very mild on Tuesday, probably the mildest day of the week, with a range from around 12 to 18 degrees. 18 is back into the mid-60s Fahrenheit, probably the mildest day of the month so far on Tuesday. And then overnight, Tuesday into Wednesday, this low pressure moves up from the south. That brings us soaking for England and Wales. Could be very wet across England and Wales Tuesday night to Wednesday, with risk of some quite torrential rain in places. Meanwhile, further north, the first low bringing further showers along spells of rain to Scotland and to Northern Ireland. The low pressure moving away to the northeast during the course of Wednesday itself. So we start off Wednesday with a lot of wet weather across eastern parts of England. That rain will move out into the North Sea during the course of Wednesday, followed by brighter skies, but also with some heavy showers. The rain might merge into longer spells of rain in the north and in the west. Temperatures will begin to fall back a little bit, probably quite close to average though, again ranging from around 10 to 14 degrees Celsius. I'm heading to Thursday. We're between areas of low pressure. So that first low has cleared away into the North Sea. And we've got another low waiting in the wings in the Atlantic. So Thursday, probably one of the quieter days of the week. A lot of dry weather with sunny spells. But there will still be showers, particularly for Scotland and also for northeastern parts of England. Actually, some longer spells of rain are possible through there. But otherwise, a bright day with more away of sunshine. Temperatures taking a little bit of a dip. So back to around 8 to 13. 13 is 55 Fahrenheit. And then low pressure sweeps in across the country overnight Thursday into Friday. So Friday will be wet and windy in the west to begin with, probably mainly dry in the east. And then that wet and windy weather sweeps across all parts of the country during the course of Friday. Tiny packed isobars across England and Wales. It'll be very windy. Could be gale force winds around western coastal areas. That persistent rain will then move away into the North Sea during the course of late Friday afternoon into Friday evening, followed by brighter skies, but also with blustery showers in the west. Temperatures are going to take a little bit of a dip as well on Friday, so actually quite chilly in the north, on the northern side of that low pressure, probably around 6 or 7 degrees up there. It's probably cold enough for snow over the Scottish mountains as well on Friday. Further south, we probably see temperatures of around 11, 12 degrees, but add on the wet and windy weather, it will feel quite chilly. And then this unsettled weather stays with us into next weekend. That's Saturday, looking wet and windy across many parts of the country. Could be gale force winds on Saturday, and heavy persistent rain sweeping eastwards on those gale force winds as well, followed by brighter skies and blustery showers as we go through into Sunday. Saturday could be a milder day with that wet and windy weather, although not thinning, of course, in wind and rain, and then back to cooler temperatures with sunshine and showers on Sunday. Finally, just having a look at charts weather out. Also, a lot of cloud around today, but also plenty of dry weather. The best of any bright sunny spells will be to the south and the southwest. Very similar conditions for Monday as well. And then for sunny as well. And then to Monday, it turns wet and windy in the northwest, still mainly dry in the south and east. Temperatures beginning to lift up. Tuesday looks like a very mild day, probably the mildest day of the week on Tuesday, but there will be rain around. And then as we go through into Wednesday, well, we of course have that heavy rain overnight Tuesday into Wednesday. So Wednesday is going to start, let's do that. So Wednesday going to start really wet across many parts of England and Wales, in particular, very wet start. And then that clears away and we've got sunshine and showers following along behind. And we're going through into Thursday and Friday. It's a case of further showers or longer spells of rain, and temperatures becoming quite cool once again. So in summary, let's get that up. In summary, we're starting off dry and quiet at the moment, quite chilly as well. These dry and chilly conditions stay with us through the rest of the weekend. Into next week, all change. Wind and rain sweeping in off the Atlantic on several occasions in the week ahead, starting as early as Monday, turning wet and windy, and temperature becoming very mild for a time around Tuesday and middle part of the week before falling back later on. Right, we'll be back later on, your 10 to 14 day update. Then we're live streaming from 6 o'clock, so I'll see you, hopefully if you're around, I'll see you on the live stream at 6. But don't forget the 10 to 14 day that's coming up in around an hour or so's time. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.